Hello everyone, how are you? Today we're going to talk about comparing decimals, okay? Comparing decimals. It's on your textbook. Okay, so we will start first to make some quick revision about tenths and hundredths places in decimals, okay? In decimals. So when we're talking about a full number, a one whole number, we're talking about the ones place, the tens place, the hundreds place, and so on, okay? So this is on the left of the point. But here, after the point, the first place, we call it the 10th place, and the 100th place is the second place after the point, okay? Now, let's do some exercise on the 10th place, so I make sure that you understand what is the 10th place. We said that any number over 10, we call it the 10th, okay? The 10th. So if I have 3 over 10, 3 over 10, I can write it as a decimal, or 3 parts out of 10. It's equal to 3 to 0.3, okay, 0.3. So one place I have 1 0, so it's a one place after the dot, okay, one place after the point. Okay, if I have 7 over 10, I'm talking about 0.7, okay, so one place after the dot. If you are talking about 23 over 10, 23 over 10, again, I need to write 23, and then I write the point. I need to write the point after one place from the right. So I start from the ones place and I move one place because I have 1 0. So I just write two full numbers and 0.3. I read it as 2.3, okay? 2.3. If I have 132 over 10, I write this number as, if I want to write it in decimal, I write the first number, which is 132, and I teach you to write the first number first, then you count how many zeros. I have 1 0, so I move one place over here, okay? So 13.2, this is the number, 13.2, okay? How about the hundredth? This is, we call it 3/10, 7/10, 23/10, and 132/10, okay? But if I'm talking about the hundredth, so the first one, the 10th, we're talking about numbers over 10. So any number over 10, and the 100, we are talking about numbers over 100, okay? So it's over 100. How about some examples on the 100? We said that we need to write some numbers over 100. So if I have 300, how can I write it in? How can I write it in decimals? I write 3. Then I need to move, look carefully, I need to move 2 zeros, 2 places, okay? This is the first place. I need to move one more place, so I have 2 places. So I have to reserve the place with 0. So I write 0, so I reserve the place, and I can show the number that I know that you are on 2. So it's on 100. So it's on the place of 100. It's on the second place. So what I have to do with the first place, I reserve the place with 0, okay? I reserve it with 0. The second number, which is 6 over 100, which is 600. How can I write it in decimal? Again, I write number 6. Then I start counting. How many zeros? 1, 2. Okay, so I have to go 1 step and 2 steps, and I reserve the second step, the second place with 0, and I write the dots, okay, or the points. What if I have a bigger number? I have 16 over 100. Again, I said you have to write the whole number, yeah, 4th grade, write 16. Then you count the places. I have 0, 0, 2 zeros, 2 places. So count from the ones place and go to the left, and then you can write the point, okay? It's 0.16, because yes, I have 600 and 10 hundredths. The 10 hundredth is 1/10. So this is 1/10. And the 600th, it's the 6 on the 100th place, which is this number, okay? Again, another number. If I want to write 69 hundredths, okay? 69 hundredths. How can I write it in a decimal way? Again, yeah, fourth grade, write the full number, which is 60 and 9. Count how many zeros. This is the second step. 1, 2. I count from the ones in place. 1, 2. And I write the point. So it's 0.69. I have 60, 60 hundredth, 60 hundredth. 60 hundredth means 6/10, which is, this is 6/10. It's on the 10th place. Okay? And 900th, it's 9 on the 100th place. Okay, so this is our quick revision about the places and decimals on fractions on the 10th place and the 100th place. And I think that you just you know how to write any number on decimal or in a fraction. Okay, now I want to ask you, fourth grade, if your mom has 10 pieces, if your mom has 10 pieces, okay, so she has, or she cut this square into 10 pieces, okay? She cut it into 10 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and she gave you 2 pieces out of it. Okay, she gave you a lot. She gave you 2 or 3. Okay, so she gave you 3 pieces. 3 pieces out of 10 pieces. Well, she gave you like a big part of it, okay? What if she has a square and she cut it into 100 pieces? Look, how many pieces does she have? She has a lot. She has 100 pieces. Look, she has 100 pieces and she gave you only what? 1, 2, 3. She gave you 3 pieces out of 100. Oh my goodness, she had 3 pieces. She has 100 pieces and she gave you only 3. So we can write this one. This is 0.3 in decimals, and this number is equal 0.03, okay? So for sure, the 10th number, or having 3 out of 10, is a lot bigger than having 3 out of 100, okay? So always the big rule that you have to know that the 10th always is bigger than the 100th, okay? So if you have something out of 10 pieces, you have a lot. Like if you have 5 out of 10, you have half of what she has, right? But what if she gave you 5 out of 100? She gave you nothing. So just a small part. She gave you small part, okay? So 0.5 is for sure bigger than 0.05, okay? And 0.3 is for sure bigger than 0.03 because the 10th place always bigger than the 100th place. I need to repeat. Any number on the 10th place is bigger than the 100th place. Even if you have 900th, it's for sure smaller than 1/10. Okay, if you have 1 piece out of 10, it's bigger having 9 out of 100. Okay, so always the number on the 10th place is bigger than the number on the 100th place. Now, fourth grade, I need to write some exercises. So when we compare any 2 numbers on decimal, we have to follow some steps. The first thing that you have to put in your mind, which is that the 10th place is bigger than the 100th place. So the first step that we need to do is, first you have to compare the number before the full number. So you have to compare these 2 numbers. Don't forget to compare them, because if you have like 2.3 and I have 6.3, which one is bigger? Sure, I have to look at the ones place, which is the biggest place of them all, for sure. You know, the ones place is bigger, right? And the 10th place also is bigger than the 1's place, okay? So remember this picture. Each time you're going to the left, it's bigger and bigger and bigger. 100 is bigger than the 10th. The 10th is bigger than the 1's. The 1's is bigger than the 10th, and so on, okay? So in this case, for sure, number 6 is bigger than number 2 because we start comparing what? We compare the units or the places, sorry. The places on the left of the point, which they are ones place, tens place, hundreds of place. Okay, so they are the ones, the tens, the hundreds. Okay, so we usually know how to compare these numbers. We usually know how to compare these numbers from previous lessons. But now after that, you start to compare the 10th place. So the second step is to compare the 10th place. Okay, so this is the second step. The third step that you need to look at the hundreds. So the third step is compare the hundredth. Okay, compare the hundredth. Now, if I want to compare the ones place, the tens place first, the ones place, then I compare the hundredth. Okay, I will erase these and write some more exercises about them. If you have 0.2 or 2/10 and you have 0.5, which one is bigger? You start looking at the ones place. Do I have any numbers on the ones place? No, no numbers before them. So you start comparing from the 10th place, which is the first one. Which one is bigger, 2 or 0? It's sure 2. Okay, so you have to say that this number 0.2 is bigger than 0.5 or 500. Okay, 0.05. The second one, it's 0.39. Okay, 0.39, and you have 0.6. What do you think? Which one of them is the biggest? Which one of them? We have to look at the ones place. No numbers on the ones place. So start from the point. Okay, we have the 10th place. Look at the first one. It's a 3 and you have 6. Which one? Sure, it's the 6th one. Even if you have 9 over here, you're not supposed to look at the 10, the 100. You have to compare the 10th place because it's bigger than the 100. Okay, next one. I have 2.3. Look here, we change it. We have ones place now. You have to start with the ones place. And I have 2.03. Okay, look at these numbers. What do you think? Are they equal? Do you think are they equal? No, they're not. Let's start with the ones place. It's the biggest place we have. 2. Oops, they are equal. We have to go to the next place, which is the 10th place. I have here 3, and I have here 0. Which one is bigger, 3 or 0? It's 3 for sure, so you have to write this way. So 2.3 is bigger than 2.03. Okay? Let's take another exercise. I have 2.83, and I have 6.89. Okay, which one is bigger? Which one is bigger? You start from the ones place. 2 and 6. Are they equal? No, they are not. So you can start the comparing. Which one is bigger? It's number 6. So you just give the priority for 6. 6 is bigger than 2. Okay, so ignore the other numbers. They are all just small fractions. You just have to look at the places before the comma first for the point. Okay. What if you have 16.05 and you have 16.5? What do you think? We start from the tens place. Look, the tens place. I have 2 equal numbers, so I move to the next place, which is the ones. 6. I have 6, so they are equal. Look at the number next to it, which is the 10th place. I have here 0, and I have here 5, so this number is bigger than this number. Okay, so 16.05 is smaller than 16.5. Okay. Now let's do some exercise on your book. So let's follow the rule when we compare any two numbers. We have to compare the places before the point, which is ones, tens, hundred, and so on. And each number, the hundred is bigger than the tens, the ones place is bigger than the hundred, and so on. Okay. Okay. Now, now, as long as we can compare any two numbers, we can order them, okay? So we can order them. Let's try this on page 141. It's on page 141. Okay, I will write down these ones, and like each time we are comparing, we are ordering, we are comparing. Okay, so I have 0.24, and I have 100. Oh, sorry, 1. Okay, 1.24, and I have 1.2. Okay, now I want to order these numbers. I want to order these numbers. Oh, sorry. This is exercise number, this is A, okay? Let's do them and write them in the correct order. First number, we need to compare all the numbers before the point. I have here 0, nothing. I have here 1, and I have here 1. So I have, okay, so they asking me, sorry, just give me 1 minute to make sure that they want it. So this is on try this on page 141, and they want us to compare the numbers. We need to begin with the greatest, so we need to order the numbers from the greatest number. So which one is the greatest? We say that we have 1, 1, they are equal. So we start looking at the next place, which is 2. I have here 2, and I have 2 equal. So they are, till now, they are equal, 1.2, 1.2. I'm looking for the greatest, which has more, okay, which have more. Okay, so 1.2 and 4. So 1.2 and nothing. So which one is greater? So it's for sure this one. So we write number 1, which is 1.24. And the second one, it's 1.2, okay? And the last one, which is 1.24, because it doesn't have anything on the ones place. Let's take a look at the next one. It's on B, 1.7. 1.7. And I have it's 1.71, 0.77. And I have 1.07. Okay, and you have to order them by comparing them for sure, and write them from the greatest to the smallest. Look at the first one, which is I need to find the greatest number. Look at the ones place, it has 1, 1. Look at the next place, which is the 10th. I have here 1.7, and here I have 1.0. So I write it, this is the greatest number. Then comes this one with the ones, with the bigger ones, so 0, 7, and I have the last number, which is 70. So this is how I order these numbers. Let's do some exercises on your own. I will not do that much. I just will do a little bit, then you can do it yourself. Okay, so just to make it clear for you. The next one, okay, I want to circle the greatest decimal in each pair of gloves. I have the first glove has 0.6, and the second one has 0.63. Okay. In general, we can write over here 0. It means nothing. So if you write it 0, it doesn't mean anything, and it's not reserving any place. Okay, it's not reserving any place. So which one is bigger? 6 or 6/10 or 6,300? We start comparing from the ones place, which is nothing. I don't have anything on the ones place. So I look at the 10th place. I have 6 and I have 6. They are equal. I move to the next place, which is the 100. I have nothing here, and I have 3. So this one is greater than. So the glove with 6,300 is greater than the one with a 6/10. Okay, next one, it's a 3.79, and the other glove with 3.8. Okay, this is the second glove. What do you think? Start with the ones place. Equal. Look at the ones at 10th place. I have 7 here and I have 8. Which one is bigger? Even if you have 9, you have here. The 10th place is bigger than the 100th place. So this one has 7, this one has 8. So this number is bigger. So you have to circle this glove, okay? Circle this glove, okay? The third one, which is the last one, it's 32.1. it's 32.1, and the second glove have 3.1 or 0.2. It's 21, okay? It's 21. Which one do you think is bigger? Which one do you think is bigger? When you compare 3, we have the 10th place, which is nothing here. So I have 3 or 32. For sure, I have 32. Okay? Okay, I will do the next exercise. I will do the next exercise. I will order the numbers. I will do number 3, okay? I will do the number 3. Number 2 is the same. You can do it yourself. I will do 6.6. And I have 0.66. And I have 0.6. And I have 6. And we need to order these numbers, okay? We need to order these numbers. Which one is first? We need to order them from the smallest. So you have to choose the smallest number between them. Each time ask yourself, which one is the smallest? Look at the ones place. I have here very big numbers, okay? I have very big numbers. These are the smallest till now because this one has 6 in the ones place and this one has 6 and has nothing with this one, okay? So I have here 6, 6. So these are smaller than these ones. So I will start comparing these numbers. I have 0.66 and 0.6. Which one is smaller? For sure, I have 6 equals. So I look to the next place. So this one is smaller. So I start with 0.6. This is the smallest number. Then comes after that 0.66. Then I start comparing these ones. Which one is smaller? 6 by itself or 6 with 6? Okay, look at the after the point. This is 0.0, point nothing. Okay, so comes after that. So 0 is smaller than 6. So the last number is going to be 6.6. Okay, I will compare the next number, and that's it for today. Let's take a look. I have here, I have 8.3, and I have 0.83. I have 80.3. Oh, this is a very big number. This must be at the end, okay? And 0.38. 38. Okay, the first number, which is the smallest number, it should have no ones. This has ones place. This have ones and tens, okay? So you have to look at the numbers without any ones or tens. The first one, which is this and these numbers. These are two smallest number between them. Which one have the smallest tenth, which is this one? So I write 38.38. Then I will write 0.83. I used to ask the student to erase them, so you will not get confused when you order the numbers. Then you ask self, which one is the smaller? Is it 8 or 80? It's 8 for sure. So 8.3, and you have 80 at the last. As I told you, it's a very big number, so it should be at the end. Okay, thank you so much for watching. And these are our lessons for today. We will do some more exercises with you on the Zoom meeting. Make sure that you attend all the Zoom meeting with me. Thank you so much.